Oh, this is sick. See, I kind of wish that like this shader was like the kind of shader we got, you know? But that's just me, you know? Oh, that's cute. Oh, these are cool. Got some Osteostriga cosmetics. These actually look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Seeing how was electric.
I just jumped into that walker and I just annihilated the encounter.
Squeezing that trigger and feeling that blaster just go off, it was like a whole new world opened up for me.
There's something really special here that we haven't really done in Destiny before.
That ignition, that hiss, that sound.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
We begin in the shadow of a prophecy that says our end is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand where we start the long journey to fight our fate. In Renegades, Guardians infiltrate a criminal underworld to save a friend whose past has caught up with him and disrupt the rise of powerful new enemies. In special collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, we took inspiration from Star Wars to craft a one-of-a-kind Destiny story. Renegades redefines what an expansion can be and brings the grit, guns, and glory of a space western to Destiny. But Renegades isn't just about power. It's about what you're willing to risk to change the future.
The folks at Lucasfilm were such great collaborators. They understood that in order for this to work, we had to find where the Venn diagram of our two stories meet. Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger than themselves. Themes of hope. Those little places in that Venn diagram were the ones that really helped us find the story that we want to tell together.
If you look at Star Wars and you look at Destiny, you can kind of see that parallel that exists. So, for instance, our Dredgen, they're our Sith.
Pretty Sithy.
Yeah, and then you've got the Barrett Imperium, and they are very, very Empire-like. Yes. They have a huge appetite for expansion.
I think of the Praxic Order. There are Jedi in this release, and they are very focused on order and law and understanding that there is a binary in our universe of good and evil. We get to poke at that a little bit in a way that suits our story and our world while still feeling very much like the inspiration that we're calling from. Edge of Fate leaves us with a really big pass forward into the future. We know of this prophecy now that tells us that we need to bind the nine or we face extinction. And Drifter was there on Kepler. He saw all of this.
Not running from this one.
Drifter is convinced that there's a connection between the Nine and the rise of this new faction, the Barrent Imperium. He sees them rising at an unnaturally fast rate and is insistent that there's a problem. But the Vanguard isn't listening. They're insisting that he needs to stand down.
The cool thing about this criminal underworld is you and Drifter and your crew, you come in at the bottom, and at the top, there's the Barrent Imperium. You need to work with all these crooked criminal syndicates in between, earning your power, building up the notoriety, getting the gear that you need to take down that powerful Imperium at the top.
There's a weapon that the Barrent Imperium have made, and we need to be the ones to destroy it. And we're not going to be able to do that unless we work with exactly the kind of people that we normally fight. So we're going to head out to the lawless frontier, and one job at a time, we're going to take down the Imperium.
The lawless frontier is filled with big, chaotic, cooperative activities. You're going to choose the job, you're going to choose which renegade abilities you're going to take into those jobs, and then you're going to drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can, and then get out or die trying.
To do that, you're going to go to the Lost Frontier Hollow map. You'll see Mars, Europa, and Venus with swamps that are very reminiscent of Dagobah. There's some hints of Hoth in Europa, right?
Yeah.
For fans of both Star Wars and Destiny, like Mars, which is some pits that are very reminiscent of Sarlacc pits, and you don't want to fall into them. You'll die.
These are Destiny locations. It's just we're taking inspiration from some of these iconic places in Star Wars.
Let's say we go to Mars, and you're going to pick a bounty hunting job or the Fallen to take out some Cabal. And then you either matchmake with people online, you take the crew with you, you can play solo. Every time you drop in, you might be in a different location on the map. Your objectives are going to be a little different each time, and it also might be a different time of day. So there's a lot of variety and richness within these activities. We want them to be highly replayable. Along the way, we're going to throw a bunch of curveballs. You might run into a missile tower that's trying to take you out from halfway across the map. And you have to divert and take it out, and you get some extra credits out of that. Defeat your boss, get to the exfil with whatever time you got left. Call your ship in. All hell drops in on your head from the Cabal. Your ship flies in. You hop aboard, and you got exfil.
Over the course of the campaign and deep into the post-game of Renegades, you're going to be unlocking and earning a bunch of different Renegade abilities.
We've got things like airstrikes, the ball drop pods, vehicles like the Cabal Walkers, interceptors, swoop bikes, turrets. We've got 9 abilities, 7 upgrades. There's a ton of stuff that you can bring in and just change how things play.
It's like a tech tree of options.
It's like a whole tree of options across support, defensive, and offensive abilities, so the player's going to have a lot to play with here.
The Lost Frontier isn't just about raw power. It's about influence. Shady backroom deals, working for these powerful syndicates and against them at different times. And all of this takes place at the heart of the criminal underworld in Tharsis Outpost.
The Vanguard have been preoccupied. They've been off saving the world, and they haven't been looking at Tharsis. It's changed a lot since the last time we were there.
It's now this thriving black market, this criminal underworld. Tharsis Junction became Tharsis Outpost. If you have an unsavory job that you need done, you can find it at Tharsis Outpost.
Tharsis Outpost feels appropriate for both Star Wars and for us. When we looked at Mos Eisley as inspiration, we knew that we could play in that playground in a really fun way. From the ghosts that you'll see floating around to one Elixir with all 4 of his Elixir arms shaking up drinks. We took that inspiration and we found the Destiny spin on it. Criminal syndicates have moved in.
You're working with the syndicates. You are building your notoriety with them.
The 3 different syndicates that we create.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created Westmex. More than 50 years later, it's still
What's up guys, Andish here. Today we are jumping in alongside the launch for Ashen Iron, and of course we got that Renegades reveal today as well. So in this video, it's safe to say there's plenty going on today. We'll go over a few key points related to Renegades, then we'll take a look at some of the new rewards related to Ashen Iron. So we'll talk about some of the exotic stuff, things that Bungie revealed. And as we get into the game, some of the kind of introduction components to the Plaguelands, portal rewards, and of course we'll also take a look at the Eververse store for the week. So a bit of an initiation for the weekly reset as we head in, I guess. If you enjoyed the video, a rating really does help me out on the channel, but without further delay, let's get into it. So first up today, we have to comment on the Renegades reveal, of course, and we finally got a Vidoc for the upcoming expansion. I actually think this looks pretty cool on the most part. As part of the campaign for Renegades, we'll return to Mars, which isn't really a surprise. Drifter is out there and kind of in a bit of trouble by the looks of it. We can see a whole bunch of new Cabal-looking enemies, which have been very Star Wars-ified. That's a simple explanation, I suppose. But this new Cabal have developed a huge weapon, and it's essentially our job to take it out before they can actually use it. That's the brief narrative overview. Otherwise, we get the Lawless Frontier, of course, which is actually a series of destinations that includes Mars, Europa, and a return to Venus. And on these maps, we'll experience multiple different co-op activities where we'll be able to select special abilities, basically to head in and successfully extract our loot. So this is literally an extraction shooter type game mode. And we'll start in different places on these maps each time we run them. It doesn't appear that we're getting new abilities or supers, as we've seen with some other expansions, but there'll be abilities that we can actually load in with, as well as vehicles, turrets, drop pods, speeder bikes, and things like that. And Bungie also indicated that there will essentially be an invasion component to this. So while we're actually exploring these zones and extracting things, there'll be a way that players can invade, much like in Gambit, and given the criminal underworld sort of theme, I suppose, or nature of this, we're essentially going to be ripping each other off. So that increases risk for all players. And as Bungie had said, there will be a new outpost hub here as well. This will be on Tharsis Junction on Mars, and it's been taken over by multiple factions, with a criminal underworld with 3 different syndicates. So there are Fallen Pikers, Totality Scions, and a Vex group called the Tharsis Reformation. And as we can see, they all have new visuals and purposes in terms of trading. They'll actually be a significant part of the sort of end game and the reward structure for Renegades. And we'll be able to increase notoriety by completing jobs for these syndicates, and those jobs will basically get harder over time as we successfully extract more and more stuff. So that's a general overview of the concept behind Renegades in terms of gameplay. Obviously, they have leaned very heavily into the Star Wars theme, not only in the weapons. Yes, we see lightsabers, blasters, and Star Wars-esque hardware everywhere, but of course enemy designs are different here as well. Plus, the worlds have been developed in a way which pays a lot of homage to Star Wars, but obviously it still looks very Destiny at the same time, so it absolutely is a bit of a mashup here. And importantly as well, given the nature of these different bubbles that we'll be able to head into as part of this update, there will be an exploration component, but of course there is a risk-reward element to all of these as well. So I think it actually looks pretty cool, and in some ways it's more expansive and interesting than Edge of Fate, because it breaks away from the concept of what a Destiny content release typically is, right? There looks like a lot of new kind of ideas here, which Bungie haven't necessarily explored in this particular style or in this particular way previously. So in that respect, I actually think it looks pretty exciting. Over time, as always, we'll get more of an idea. They also said pre-orders are available in the standard edition, and there'll be some new pre-order bonuses actually available in-game if you've already pre-ordered as we head into Ashen Iron today. That includes the new exotic X-Wing style ship. So overall, I'm pretty excited by it, guys. You'll have to give me your initial impressions down below as well. I was concerned about the cheesiness, potentially, of a crossover with Star Wars, but for the moment, it looks like the presentation is relatively good. As always, though, we can only base initial impressions on what we see on screen and what Bungie are telling us, so we'll just see how it plays out over time, but this certainly looks more interesting than what I anticipated it would be personally. Maybe that's just hype. You'll have to give me your impressions down below. Following the Renegades reveal, though, Bungie actually had a pretty candid conversation about player feedback regarding the game right now. To be fair to Bungie, this is actually one of the most upfront and direct conversations I think we've had from them in relation to what they actually plan to change. So, very quick rundown right here. They say, for Renegades, the Season Power climb will factor into the actual DLC content a lot more than what we saw in Edge of Fate, both in terms of power and reward tiers. In the Renegades dungeon, base drops will start at tier 3, and it will drop more powerful things, much like what they're doing with the current raid at the minute. They also talk about more variety and better rewards in the portal, bringing up the base reward score across the board, making non-solo ops activities much better, but also, they say it's a big problem that players feel like they need to play alone, and they don't want to ruin the solo grind, but they are buffing other playlists to be more interesting and rewarding. They're also doing a bunch of reworks like Renegade's bonus engrams and weekly rituals, so there'll be more kind of Zavala-esque rewards across core activities, with weekly resets for more potent activities every week. And they'll introduce something called Vanguard Orders, so this will be a new objective system with weekly bonus engrams, weekly conquest rewards, which will be repeatable with a sort of big weekly reward to it, which they say will be more like Grandmaster Nightfall levels of incentives to actually play. So we want to go back to more of that stuff. There'll also be a rework to the Season Hub, exotic and legendary orders, allowing players to essentially focus for certain types of rewards on a weekly basis. They're also going to make all exotic weapons and armor featured gear in Renegades, allow us to enhance legendary weapon tiers. That will arrive in Shadow and Order in March 2026, so it's a while out, but if you have a good roll, you'll be able to enhance it from tier 1 all the way to tier 5 with the new currency. They'll also add more vault space in Renegades to allow us to actually hold on to some of those things until that update comes. They also say they're going to pause non-critical nerfs and balance changes, so where we get kind of silly updates like minus 2% here and plus 0.6% there, they've basically said they want to waste less time on that kind of stuff and focus far more on the things that players are asking for. Otherwise, they say portal scoring is too complex, and they plan to significantly simplify the system and to remove penalties for using non-featured gear. So, you know, as a quick summary right there, it sounds like there are some pretty good changes coming down the road. But again, Bungie have said they'll preview more of that stuff and go into more detail in the coming weeks and months, including giving us a roadmap of when we actually will see these changes. So, initially, I think that's a pretty good conversation from Bungie, and again, give us your thoughts below. Next up, though, let's get on to the Ash and Iron stuff, of course. Firstly, Bungie confirmed there will be an exotic rocket pulse rifle. So this one shoots sticky bombs. We can stick them to enemies and environments, and then we can hold reload, and they will explode. You can even stick them to teammates as well. We've seen some of the gameplay, it actually looks pretty strong. And, of course, we'll be getting this first link from the Season Pass. So a new exotic we'll be able to start using today, which is certainly exciting. Otherwise, the next exotic that we'll be getting will be an exotic axe. Now, we won't be able to get this immediately, but you've actually said the exotic mission will drop in October. Kind of sad about that, but I guess it's something to look forward to. Give me your thoughts. It's an iron axe called Wolfsbane, so we can see it right here. In terms of perks, the intrinsic is called Resurgent Scandal, and light attacks generate sword energy and have a chance to spawn Seeking Quicksilver nanites that heal the wielder upon attaching, which is interesting. It also has Nano Assault, and Quicksilver nanites that attach to the wielder charge the blade, and when fully charged, we can overclock the attached nanites, enhancing the blade's offensive capabilities. Light attacks will deal increased damage to targets, and fully charged heavy attacks create a flaming Quicksilver Swarm Nado. Now, that sounds pretty interesting, looks cool from the gameplay, but yeah, we're finally getting an exotic axe for real in the game. It also looks like we might be able to upgrade this through numerous different phases, because the visuals on this version are actually different than the ones we saw in the trailer. So that will be the next exotic. Again, not coming until October, and I'm sure Bungie will clarify more about how that will work soon.
Maybe you need a little less inspiration. Valspar Ultra, starting at $29.98 a gallon.
But something to look forward to. Otherwise, they tease a rocket frame Drang called Unfall, and there'll be a new Mida synergy weapon as well, a shotgun with Mida macro tool, which is interesting. They confirm as well that the Playgrounds content will actually begin with a new event called New Territory, basically an event home system. Then, Iron Banner will be back next week. Of course, these will be dropping some new rewards, and we'll see the return of Arms Week, which will focus on shotguns. Looks like the Trachiness, or Trackiness, however you say it, will be back, this time with a mod that makes it Fourth Horseman, essentially, all the time, which is pretty wild. Then, they show off the Festival of the Lost Armor for October. There'll also be a new activity for Festival, which will actually be 6-player activity called Haunted Altars. So we'll get these, potentially other new rewards in there as well. Then, at the end of Ash and Iron, there'll be another event called Call to Arms, and Devrim Kay will be in charge of this. Basically, a liaison to the Foundries. We're going to be stress testing new gear from the Foundries. Bungie have said there'll be loads of rewards, including a new armor ornament and a special helmet, which has different appearances based on performance during the event. So there will be a performance component to this. And finally, Bungie are also introducing a new crossbow with Ash and Iron. That's the one we can see right here. They've said this will have a low drop chance during any event that takes place during the Ash and Iron era. So that includes the starter event for new territory that we get today, but also Iron Banner, Festival of the Last Stand Arms Week, and then it will actually become a focusable weapon during the Call to Arms event at the end of the season. So definitely some interesting stuff coming up right there. Of course, I'll be breaking more of it down as we get into Ash and Iron throughout today, so keep it locked and loaded. Give us all of your thoughts on the Renegade stuff, but also all of the Ash and Iron stuff that we're getting as well. Definitely a bunch of kind of trying to roadmap it out to fill the time for the next few months. Like I said, it would be nice if we got the exotic mission today, but there's new legendary stuff, changes to portal systems and things, so I guess we'll see how all of that is feeling initially, and then there'll be at least a couple of things to go out there in October with Festival and the new exotic mission. Before that, Iron Banner, some of the event content, chances of that crossbow, and yeah, I actually think it looks relatively interesting, keeping in mind that this is free content, but you'll just have to give me your thoughts in the comment section. I guess we'll finish the video in-game right here. We do have the new background for Ash and Iron, which is pretty cool. Looking at the solo ops options, we can see straight away Smoke Jumper Mark, so that's one of the new armor pieces that we're going to be able to start, or should I say armor set. There's a set bonus with that as well. Also, the Mitre Minotaur is featured in Quick Play solo ops right there. There's a move over to Fireteam. Will it be here yet? Yeah, we've got reclaimed stuff added here as well as some of the new rewards. So plenty of stuff to check out in the portal and the initialize arena for Ash and Iron as well. I guess we'll end with a quick look right here in the Eververse store. We've got Barrel Bath on the front page, an exotic emo. We've also got Gauntlets from the Kaer Morn Gauntlets. That was from back in Season of the Wish. I probably said that name wrong. We've also got the Wolven Shell from Wish available this week on the very front page. And we'll skim over the second page briefly, since there's a lot to do today, to be honest, but if you wanted a quick early look at the episode,
sure.
There you go, we do have the Buried Bloodline ornament that came out in this particular...
I'll do that after.
Neon vibes on it, which is pretty cool. Looking at the rewards pass, of course, there is also the new exotic pulse rifle, as we can see, with atomizing rounds, and rounds fired embed themselves in targets, then a long press will detonate...
Sorry if I don't stream or talk all that much for that matter.
Large number of rounds embedded in a single target will suspend them, so lots of nice strand synergy, and certainly a pretty cool looking thing right there, so nice that we'll be able to start using this immediately from the rewards packs. So there we go guys, that's what we've got to round up. If you found the video interesting or useful, which hopefully you did, give us a rating down below. Let us know your thoughts once again, as always, but otherwise cheers for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.
They want what the Conductor has always wanted. To usher a new golden age of her own design. Now with the Legion and the Vex. I'm no friend of the Red Legion, though I pity them to come under Maya's thrall.
Oh, that is sick. Yo, what's up, dude? Not much. You? I'd say this season is going to be rather interesting. Yeah. I'm sticking along for the ride. Besides, I wouldn't mind having someone to talk to. I'm not married, but I've been doing just fine. Yep. I've been on GTA just because, bored most times. Most times I don't feel. Most times I don't play Destiny 2. I just stick to, like, both. Like, I mean, I. I still play the game, but, like, most of my time has been on GTA. I'm just trying to get up that money grind. So far, I have almost $150 million. I think I'm pushing it because there's a brand new mansion expansion coming out in December. I just want to be sure I have my money game up. My goal is to make it to 200 million by December, which shouldn't be too hard. Yep. There's a event portal. Cabal's Watch, Conductor's Keep, yeah, Fallen Bunker, and the EDZ. I certainly do not mind. I wouldn't mind having some more loot. Good old loot.
consolidated their hold over the area. Let's begin chipping away, shall we?
There's an awful lot of hardware out there, both tech and vehicles.
I do love rolling in a tank. Nearest thing a mortal can do to experiencing the power of a light bearer.
Oh, yep. Yep, they are immune. They are immune. Man, it feels so weird, like, battling Vex, of all things. Because when I usually... Ooh, there's a chest somewhere. Thank you very much, I'll take that. I didn't get anything, which is stupid. Alright. Vex dude is not immune anymore. We need to find that last node. Ow, I'm dead. We got plenty of time. Just don't be the type of dude that, like, wastes it. I got a ball. But what do I do with the ball? Hang on. I'm gonna try something. Nope, didn't work. My throwing balls at enemies did not work out the way I planned. Back to the drawing board indeed. Ow, I'm dead. Back in D1. Damn. I have Destiny 1 on PlayStation 4, so I can still get into the Plague Lands. Where is here? Oh. Oh, I see. Eh. Ow.
What a great find. Jinju and I are excited to study it.
There's got to be a plan for these, because I'm not seeing them. What do we do with the balls, though? There's got to be something we can throw at them. Yeah, please don't ever say that again. Please. Because people are going to take that out of context, and then it's going to be weird. Then I'll be... Hey, we're all men now, aren't we? Ow. Nice. What's this alternate firing mode? Oh wait, it must be for the... It must be for the grenades we can stick on ads and such.
Find up the coordinates to your next LZ.
So complicated, this tech. Will be a nice puzzle for Anna.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the armor... Like, the Taken armor you get from Eververse looks a lot better than the Taken shader that we actually got from that event with the... Yeah. Like, why didn't we get that, you know? Damn it, why can't Bungie give us what we want? Ow! I just got blended. Nice, good for you, my friend. Yeah, like the new Taken, like, okay. It's 1,500, I'm getting it. Hang on. Yeah. Hang on, I wonder. What if you combined the Nothing Given shader with the Taken armor? The armor ornaments. I'm sure someone will try that eventually. For science. For science purposes. Leave him alone! He's just a boy! Oh shit! Nice.
So many schematics were lost in the collapse. I can't wait to take that apart.
You know, I should probably stop running my PvP build.
Find up the coordinates to your next LZ.
Very fancy. Rahul will love it.
More, there's a dude over here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a dude over here. Alright, boss is down. Now all that's left is to... Nice.
Better in your hands than the conductor's.
You've done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
So complicated, this tech. Will be a nice puzzle for Anna.
Yeah, I can... Hang on. Where's the... Oh, I must have already gotten it. Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, I guess we're ready now? I guess? Alright.
Their battlefield commander's been sighted. Let's finish strong, Guardian.
Holy! Man, I hate chickens! But, I mean, the good thing is we're gonna be eating good tonight. Look at how beefy that boy is. Well, I got some Buffalo Ranch in the fridge, so I'm gonna be eating good tonight. Ow! Just got obliterated. He's got a chunky health bar, too. My PvP build does not work for this. Ow. Nice. GG's. there a certain... Yeah. There we go. What? Hmm. Ow. Hey.
All these relics remind me what a powerhouse of invention this place once was.
Thanks a little bit to your family, the Brays.
Most of mine went to the postmaster.
Humans might resettle here one day.
Earth belonged to humanity. It will again, with the Guardian leading the way.
Yeah.
But we might have to change name from Plaguelands first.
Tower run? Let's go. I apologize.
Underway. Done. Acknowledged. Transfer. Whenever you need me again, Guardian.
So I have everything from everything. The only things I don't have are Season of Dawn and Season of the Undying. That's like the only other two seasons. I'm at the monument of our past. So I need the shader, which looks okay. Then I need the ornaments from I got the coin trick. That's cool. So I have 11 of 17 from Season of Dawn, which is surprising. And then Season of the Undying, which I don't have. Oh, Clashing of Swords. So I need the ship, the emote, the ornament, and then I need the two ornaments from Season of the Undying. I can see that. Alright, so what next? Sure. Sure, I certainly would not mind. Just talk to Devram. Yeah, I'm ready. So how do I look? I got some new glasses a few days ago, so they'll be here in 2 weeks. Yeah, my frames are falling off. Yeah, get new ones. Let's see. Well, that was easy. I was kind of expecting more. Yeah, I'm ready. Shouldn't be too hard. I say that now, and like watch it be like the most hardest thing in existence. Well, this one time I hit myself in the balls at work, and honestly, I felt it. I'm never doing that again.
Coral Vex, more of Maya's goons. They're taking salvaged FOTC tech.
What? They're already in the tower. Only Nightwatch available to respond.
I'm afraid that's correct. Maya's tactics are evolving. I'm in the EDZ now, investigating a lead that might explain things.
Those Vex are tossing our caches onto multiple transmat routes out of the city.
Golden Age salvage?
I kind of want to get my hands on that new crossbow.
With Rasputin gone, scout teams have been searching for artifacts to reinforce city defenses. I've been collecting Warmind hardware, pointing it at gaps in our security. We should have been able to see this coming. They completely blindsided us. Warsat surveillance is gone, but how did they get this far without an alert?
It's a swarm unit. Make every shot count, my friend.
Alright, got that one down.
Doubt this is over.
Nice.
The Vex are stealing Warmind
Yep.
from us. war. Gaul's elite. They were here the day the tower fell.
They're wearing devices. The yoke of control. Maya Sundresh, the conductor, controls this legion.
That's impossible. Something isn't right.
Vex working in coordination with the Red Legion. Maya's influence grows with the day.
She has access to the entire Vex network. She must have found another timeline where the Red Legion are still around and yanked them into ours.
Mm-hmm. You were saying? Man. I don't know, I just deleted him.
They want what the conductor has always wanted. To usher a new golden age of her own design. Now with the Legion and the Vex. I'm no friend of the Red Legion, though I pity them to come under Maya's thrall.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm with you. Oh, really? Why in 2 hours? Like, what do you got planned? Nice. That you are.
These LZs have been under quarantine for a long time. There's probably a fair amount of hardware still lying around.
Comms channels are 5x5. You are clear.
Maya's Vex control most of this sector by now. Do not stay too long in one place.
That's pure Golden Age vintage. We don't make them like that anymore.
Do you know what I'd like to see one day? A strand crossbow. Maybe for Iron Banana they might do something like that. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I'm streaming and someone just commented, so I was answering a comment. No, man, you're good. You're all good. I need to stream a lot more, you know? Yo, thanks. Thanks for that. I will be sure to add you after streaming. But seriously, though, I need to get back into streaming, you know? We got, like, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. We got the new COD 7, Battlefield, I think. I might have to look up on that one. We got a whole shitload of games coming. Which means I need money! Yay! But, I mean, like, if I could get a job, which is what I'm planning to do, so I'm gonna be thinking about putting my job resume in the Indeed job finder to see what I get. And I swear, if I have to work at McDonald's, I'm gonna tell my parents that's not cool. You know? Like, you know, like, am I just destined to work at McDonald's because I don't have any other job experience? Is that what you're telling me? Like, what the hell? You're supposed to be encouraging. You're not supposed to be a dick. And I get it, like, they're not, but, like, you know, I kind of wonder if you really do think I will work at McDonald's for the rest of my life. You know? I sure as hell hope not. Yeah, but still. I'm... Like, fast food is like my kryptonite, okay? Especially when there's, like, something new on the table. And I'm like, bruh, it is not a good time for this. Yes? Yes, I might. That sounds very tempting. Oh, man. Yeah, it does. Oh, man. Nice, nice. Got some data to dunk, too. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Then that must be the next data point or something over there. Wait, how do I do this? Oh, wait. No, it's over here. It's over here. Right there. Right, there's the old Duncan spot. Oh shit, yep. Man, I love the Nation of Beasts. Yep, the Last Wish hand cannon. I got, let's see. I got Dragonfly Explosive Payload. Alright, we got Square Diamond Triangle. Square Diamond Triangle. Oh shit! Oh! Got chickens! Oh wait, no, they're weak chickens. They're weak chickens! Oh god. Nice. Oh man. Yep. Oh! Yeah, I see. Lord. No. No. Third one is somewhere. Another triangle. Yeah. Alright, diamond, triangle, triangle. Minotaur's over here. Out. I'm doing it anyway just because it's there. Nice.
Done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
Do it.
Great find. Jinju and I are excited to study it.
Oh, hey, here's the SIVA nodes, or the SIVA cables. Man. They're so lifeless. Like, look at that. They just look like tree trunks now. Yeah. It's amazing how that works, right? It was, I don't want to say sentient, but, like, it was like a very advanced nanotechnology that could build anything that the wielder wants. So, and then, like, the whole thing with, like, the Rise of Iron campaign is we go into the Plague Lands to stop the SIVA from getting too out of control, or something like that. Basically, it was we get a call from, say, 14, or excuse me, Saladin. Yeah. Lord Salad. And then Cephix was getting himself rebuilt with SIVA and his men, and we go in, we stop the giant eyeball, we go into the tower, or the temple, and then we meet Tyrakarn. And then we get Artifact, and then get Gallarhorn, and, you know, the whole thing with that. Like, the whole campaign. All the good stuff. My only regret is not being able to get Gallarhorn from when it actually dropped normally. Like, that would have been so sick. Yeah, a regular G-Horn. Yeah, the Iron version. And then there was one that you got if you pre-ordered the expansion. And then there was the Quest one. in the Rise of Iron, the one that drops normally, and then the one that you get if you pre-ordered the expansion. So I think technically there's like 3 of them or something. I don't know. I might be right about that, but I might not be. I might need to... Yeah. It's active. I feel like this is way too easy. My guess is that there's gonna be a challenge mode with like champions and stuff added later, you know? But that might just be me, you know? Right. Which, this is still easy for just 2 people. Which is kind of nice, but it's kind of disappointing. There's not really much of a challenge. Yeah. 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 I don't know. Yep. I'm on it. Ow. 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 Thank you very much. Ow. Yeah. Last plate.
LZ. Oh, that looks complicated. I hope I don't have to ask Clovis for help.
All right, ready? Ooh. Yeah, no, I do not. Me neither. Alright, ready? Let's go.
Our enemies have sent their biggest and best to stop you.
Oh, it's a big boy. Yeah, I have no idea how this works. Wait, I see it. No, dude, look. So it's diamond. So it's. Oh, wait. Well, there's triangle. I think we're supposed to hack these in an order or something. Dude, I'm just trying to throw my hat in here, okay? Leave me alone. I'm sorry if I offended you. Damn, I'm slow. Well, I mean, oh, man. Okay. Alright. We need... we need diamond, triangle, square. But where the fuck is the diamond? All I see... Wait. Yep, I found it. Really? Yep. Triangle. Square, diamond. Got it. And then diamond. Yeah, alright. We got diamond, triangle, square, diamond. I got triangle, diamond. I can't tell if that's a triangle or diamond. Nope. Wait. Just... I can't tell. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Diamond is... Must be. I was gonna say.
Ever since Maya discovered the Echo, I hear rumors of Vex behaving strangely, acting. But in the field, they all follow orders like usual.
Individuation isn't a binary state. It's a gradual process that people develop by degrees over time. Maybe each Vex is individuating at their own pace. Or maybe they're being compelled, like the Cabal.
Or maybe Maya's control over the Echo is starting to crack.
You know, that's one crazy armor set you got. Tower Run or... No, do you? Ooh, we got the different like dungeon, different dungeons looking things. Got the outrageous fortune, which I don't care about. Nah. Let's see. What do you mean by that? Okay. Which one do you need? Hot and Cold? Yeah, I have it completed. Well, I mean, I kind of want to see what the weapon is for the season. For, Zavala. Okay. Alright, let's go. I'm just curious is all. Yeah, I'm just curious.
But finally, Destiny 2 is getting its very own battle axe. Wolfsbane is the brand new solar energy heavy ammo battle axe coming from the Warsat's Heist exotic mission, dropping during the Ash and Iron update. It was just previewed during the Renegades reveal stream by Bungie, and it looks absolutely fantastic. At first glance, it appears to be a craftable weapon, coming with the numerical symbols after the main exotic perk, which is Resurgence Scandal. Light attacks with it will generate Quicksilver nanites that will heal you on attacking. This maybe leans into replacing Siva, replacing it with what we saw on Neomuna. You can't guard with the battle axe, but thanks to Unyielding Handle, you will gain damage resistance from being in combat for a short duration. Nano Assault is one of the new exotic traits. This will charge a meter over time, enhancing its damage capabilities, increasing the damage of your light attacks, and creating a flaming Quicksilver Swarmnado using your heavy attack. I personally cannot wait to get my hands on this new exotic. It only took like a million years, but finally Destiny 2 is getting its very own battle axe.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'll just use this for my power boost.
It was just previewed during the Renegades
Yeah.
by Bungie, and it looks absolutely fantastic.
I mean, you got like Slice and Hatchling, Harmony, and Offense Strike. Nah, not really feeling that one. Got Dragonfly Encore with Transcendent Moment and Surrounded. Nah. And you got Dynamic Sway, Surrounded, Harmony, and Transcendent Moment. Nah.
This will charge a meter over time, enhancing its damage capabilities, increasing the damage of your light attacks, and creating a flaming.
Yeah, most likely me too. I'll do that for me too. Alright. Okay, I have no idea why the hell I'm yawning so much.
Coming from the Warsat's Heist exotic mission, dropping during the Ash and Iron update. It was just previewed during the Renegades reveal stream by Bungie, and it looks absolutely fantastic. At first glance, it appears to be a craftable weapon, coming with the numerical symbols after the main exotic perk, which is Resurgence Scandal. Light attacks with it will generate Quicksilver nanites that will heal you on attacking. This maybe leans into replacing Siva, replacing it with what we saw on Neomuna. You can't guard with the battle axe, but thanks to Unyielding Handle, you will gain damage resistance from being in combat for a short duration. Nano Assault is one of the new exotic traits. This will charge a meter over time, enhancing its damage capabilities, increasing the damage of your light attacks, and creating a flaming Quicksilver Swarmnado using your heavy attack. I personally cannot wait to get my hands on this new exotic.
Dude? Remember how I said you didn't get the crossbow?
Coming from the Warsat's Heist exotic mission, dropping during the Ash and Iron update.
I just noticed. Sorry. But I got with collective action, no distractions. Nah. I mean, I'll keep it just because. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I will. Most definitely. Oh man,
Enhancing its damage capabilities, increasing the damage.
I am not sorry.
Flaming Quicksilver Swarmnado using your heavy attack. I personally cannot wait to get my hands
Yep.
on this Battle Aid. It only took like a million years, but finally Destiny 2 is getting its very own battle axe. Wolfsbane is the brand new Solar Energy heavy ammo battle axe, coming from the Warsat's highest exotic mission.
Actually, not really.
It was just previewed during the Renegades reveal stream by Bungie, and it looks absolutely fantastic. At first glance, it appears to be a craftable weapon, coming with...
Man, I can't believe we're getting a battle axe. October. All right. What now? I mean, we could do the seasonal challenges. I need to find all the the massives, whatever the fuck those are, attached to Golden Age caches in the following Fireteam Ops activities. We got Fallen Saber, and then all right. Let's do Fireteam Ops. Let's do the Fallen Saber activity. Okay. You are green as hell. And then we got serrated bolts. And then I got explosive bolts, serrated bolts, and then I really want the one for the raid though, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the raid. I don't have it in me. I mean, I kind of attempted it. And not good. Not good.
Guardian, we've picked up a high-gain transmission. Origin point is somewhere along the coast, near the Cosmodrome.
That's Rasputin, the AI Warmind. If I'm understanding him correctly, it's a distress call. There are so few ballet fans left, Guardian. It'd be a shame to lose him.
You... Oh, that is sick. So were you checking out a guide? Yeah. Oh, we got the little Arc mod thing. So you basically have unlimited heavy ammo with this thing, which is nice. Ow.
What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today Bungie has a major developer livestream unveiling upcoming content for Destiny 2. On the one hand, we have the official reveal of the Renegades expansion, the next major paid expansion coming in early December. But then we also have more information about the Ashen Iron major update coming out today for free. In fact, at the time you're watching this video, it's out right now. The community sentiment within Destiny 2 right now is not great. Is Bungie bringing the big guns? Can they unveil some really awesome community-wanted features that have players excited again? Or is this going to be a flop? Well, here is my live reaction. All right, here we go, guys. Watching the brand new Bungie live stream. This is a lot of pressure on Bungie, right? There's going to be quite an expectation from the community. The community sentiment right now is not the best. Something changed, boy. Here we go. We're about to start. DMG.
There's a creative side hustle almost nobody is talking about.
Wait,
and it's not
up here?
Being a YouTuber or a streamer or freelancing. It's voice acting. And with the right strategy, total beginners are booking gigs in just a few months or less. If that's
I'm
something
just
that
wasting
you've
ammo.
thought about,
Okay.
pay attention because I'm about to talk about it right here. Lots of people have this story. If you've ever tried learning through free tutorials and YouTube stuff, you know how chaotic.
Here we go. On Mars? The jungle? Bro, ATST? Or, I'm probably calling it the wrong term, but... Yep, the enemy walker. So, it's a walker from the Cabal. Multiple blasters I'm already seeing too. Sarlacc pit, baby.
Yeah, basically unlimited heavy ammo.
On the Cabal. Okay. So remember, this is a Destiny story with like a Star Wars coat of paint over it. There's not going to be any Star Wars characters in this DLC.
You're going to choose the job, you're going to choose which renegade abilities you're going to take into those jobs, and then you're going to drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can, and then get out. Or that try. Do that.
Oof. Extraction shooter? Oh boy. Venus is coming back. Okay, so Swamp Area is Venus again. So these are going to be things you can bring into these activities. Call in airstrikes. Call in Cabal drop pods. Oh, playable mech. Playable walker. Oh wow, here, okay, so here are all your abilities. I'm liking those menus. Could be annoying at the end of it though, we'll see. Dude, that walker looks sick.
Nice.
Syndicates and against them at different times, and all of this takes place at the heart of the criminal underworld in Tharsis Outpost.
Are those
Oh, so the caches are just the data pads.
group of Vex?
Well, that's easier.
She's gonna have, like, Vex
Ow.
you can talk to now? That's
Don't do what I just did.
okay, so it's like you have to like align.
And then there's gotta be one, like, right before the final boss.
Get like a exotic ornament or something like that.
I take it. Like, right before we go down.
Presumably you could like switch your alignments later on, but
Invasion is back, but this doesn't work like
Oh, shit. Ow.
What? What? Invader? Oh, brother, I don't know about this one. We heard you liked Gambit. What? Invade, call in a walker? Oh my god, dude. Dude, you thought the guy invading with a sniper is bad enough. Now they've got a walker. That's gonna be, I don't know. What that one.
I'm not happy about that. Ow. Don't do what I just did.
He was flying through the air just there. He caught it. Holy shit! So you could throw it as a throw ability? He 100% was flying through the air by itself. He caught it.
because there's more.
Dude, ranged lightsaber throw attack. Bro, that could be completely overpowered. Like, that in a good way. That, please let me see.
Bruh, imagine that in PvP. That's gonna be so cool, but so annoying.
Dude.
Annoyingly cool.
Please, a throwable lightsaber? Dude, please, man. That would be insane. The only thing now is you need to reflect bullets if you block, and then it's the ultimate. Yo! You get an X-Wing literally for free if you order the Year Prophecy Edition. So I'm gonna get this today. That's actually sick. I mean, I'm getting I'm kind of soy jacking here, but like, I mean, it is just a cosmetic for ordering the Omega Edition. So that Titan has the Mandalorian like rifle. You guys see that? Pretty concerning. You try to do that though.
You were saying?
We've already talked about that. We're going to some of that in Ash and Iron.
Why would you have to reverse? You should never have to reverse. You never should have done it. But I'm liking what I'm hearing.
We're also, this is a good
It literally says faster power.
I can't read binary.
text there.
Wait, is it just binary for you, or is it for me?
Here we go. Here's what they are.
Hmm.
Scar rifle kills, melee kills, win a crucible match, an exotic tier bounty. There was definitely one like gold, and then there was one like purple legendary. Interesting. Yeah, so making that those older raids, those older dungeons, all that legacy content viable again. A huge complaint is that it's not in the portals. It's pointless. It's effectively sunset. No more tiers don't matter in the featured gear bonus. A tier 2 is going to give you the same bonus as a tier 5 for the damage bonus, right? Sunset featured gear score bonus. What does that mean?
Before we get ahead of ourselves, like as a player, and
Are they just getting rid of it?
for the vast majority of the experiences in the portal, we think that's just too much complexity right now.
Okay, so there's still going to be damage bonus for featured weapons, damage resistance bonus for featured armor, but it will no longer affect your score in portal activities. I'm going to be honest, I'm liking pretty much all of these changes. Are they like live tweeting? Yeah, they're tweeting a bunch of stuff here. Interesting. Interesting. We already saw this. Listen, this is gonna be a hot take, dude. This might get me on trouble on Twitter, but for what you get for Ashen Iron, it actually looks pretty sick. Remember, everything in this trailer is free. So many people are hating on this because like there isn't Siva in the Plaguelands, and I agree. It kind of takes away a bit of the Plaguelands.
The whole like Plaguelands thing, yeah, I get it. I get that.
Multiple new exotics.
We get just the lands, no plague. Damn it, Bungie! But I get it, you know, because of like the whole like
when Bungie
like the Rise of Iron thing happened like 10 years ago. We already sealed down the complex. She was basically gone.
Let's talk about Ashen Iron. We have a bunch of really cool stuff coming with. So I think it's pretty good. This is the new activity.
Yeah.
Upgrades. The Nether-like upgrades. Plain buff. Is this like another Nether style activity?
Ow.
Yeah. Stick. Activate the explosions. Ugh. Is that super cool, or is it like just gonna be worse than the mint that just blows up right away? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It is exciting.
Nice.
Rock and roll still. Like,
Nice. GG's.
the mint has been insanely good. 100% uptime, radiant, and amplified buff in this activity. What the? Did that guy just have the axe? Did that guy just have the axe? It's on his back. The axe is on his back, bro. Dude, it's got to be an exotic weapon then.
One thing that's really funny to me is that the new axe is labeled as a sword, but it looks more like an axe than a sword.
Dude, I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, they could have, but then they'd have to announce it when we already got like crossbows and stuff. I kind of feel like that if they did, it would be too early, you know? After they just...
Oh my god. Dude, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, so maybe just call an axe a sword. That axe more like an axe is easier, I guess? Though I don't know how that even makes sense, you know?
Dude, this guy's swinging so fast. Look at it. This guy's going light speed. Oh my god, dude. I knew it. I called the shotgun too. Mida shotgun, baby.
Oh, man. Alright, next one.
It's a comp weapon, stupid. I'm like, it doesn't mean it can't have the Mida synergy perk. Here it is, dude.
Got Presage and... Alright, we got Pinnacle Ops and Fireteam Ops. We got the expeditions to do, yeah. Yeah, let's see what those are like.
Dude, Festival sounds kind of much better. A 6-player activity, 2 new weapons compared to like the Lost Sectors? The new Call to Arms event, okay.
Without a ghost, right? Doing it all in one life.
Okay.
And
he'll be taking some much-deserved R&R in the tower and being our liaison to the Foundry. We have to remember, and much like the trial,
A universal helmet ornament?
you are a top competitor in this.
That's kind of cool. People have really wanted like cosmetics for gameplay.
Hang on, let's see if I can find it.
Stuff for a long time.
Like, that's so weird.
I'm seeing gameplay. This is the Plague Lands, like. Bro, this is the.
Okay, you do?
I've been there
Okay.
a million times.
If you want to stick around, we're going to be handing off the stream to Mactix. Good friend.
Running it.
Destiny sometime.
Mactix! They must not see I'm live. Alright, wow. Okay. Quick summary. For Renegades, definitely hitting on the Star Wars stuff. We've got the Cabal that look like the Empire. We've got what looks to be a ton of blasters. The blasters are not
Okay.
There's a new.
I'm just gonna say this now. You have the Cabal that looks like the Empire from Star Wars. Yeah, but like for some reason, like the whole like black or like the white doesn't sit right with me. I mean, maybe it might grow on me, but right now, it's an acquired taste. But I'm all up for the whole like Star Wars aesthetic of it. Like, I don't watch Star Wars enough to be like a dedicated fan, but I've seen like the Phantom Menace. I've seen Return of the Jedi. I've seen Attack of the Clones, stuff like that. I guess you could say I'm used to it. I'm just not a fan, but I know like a lot about like the story and like the lore and stuff, you know? I know the lore and the stories, but I don't watch the films. The only films I can say that I've seen recently are the new ones with like the Kylo Ren and like Rey and like Palpatine. Yeah, getting resurrected and stuff like that I've seen. But I can't say I'm a dedicated fan to the actual series. But I've seen like the newer films. Yeah. I really need to start streaming again. Ow. Oh, this is the event where like you get from the pirate event. Yeah, plunder. I don't know why they just don't call it plunder. Alright, I'm already maxed. Oh wait, I gotta pick him up though, derp. It's been a while. Yeah, but like that season was amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we just need like more fun seasons that are chill. You had like the fishing. I kind of wish they kept that, you know? Just in like yeah. Why can't Guardians go fishing? Why can't we have like the... Oh, there's a thought. Ow. I'm thinking, so it doesn't really matter. But what if you had something like the Good Rod, the Super Rod, and stuff like that from Pokemon, but instead of that, you get like, yeah, like the Good Rod and like the Super Rod, you could catch fish that could be caught with that specific rod, or that fish had a different rarity, but you had a higher chance to get a rare fish if you had like the super rod or something like that. They noped it out right out of existence. And I'm like, bro, you had a missed opportunity there. Like, I mean, if I want to go fishing, who the hell are you to tell me I can't? You know, this one time my friend called me and I said that I was out fishing. And he's like, oh, where are you out fishing? In my house? Oh, man. I wish we still had fun stuff like that. Bungie, why? Oh shit, I'm dying. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's anti-barrier. Wow, I am not running anything. Okay, thank you. Ow. Those tracer shanks are really annoying. Yeah.
Heating them like it's a new overheat system instead of just traditionally mag fed. The lightsaber, I think they did maybe purposely or accidentally confirm it's an exotic. They mentioned it feels truly exotic, but it's customizable. So you don't just have the lightsaber and it's the lightsaber. It's like, no, you can customize different parts that do different things. Will this be affecting gameplay? Will it be purely cosmetic, changing the color? We'll have to wait and see. But man, if it's like affecting gameplay, imagine if they did the Ergo Sum, but instead of getting 50 different versions of it, it was just, you had one Ergo Sum that you could put different parts on and customize it with different frames, and like, they could do that with the lightsaber. That would be insane. The new activities look very cool. Having an invader, having a Gambit-style invader, Gambit is not a super... Some people love it, but it's not the community's favorite activity, so anything related to Gambit is going to be kind of crapped on. You can opt out, which gives me hope, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. As for Ashen Iron, again, I just think, like, dude, we have an exotic axe coming. We have another exotic rocket pulse rifle. We have tons of new weapons. We have new special weapons that work with the Mida and the Sturm. We have a new area. We have new activities. We have tons of new armor sets. We have Iron Banner coming back. We have Festival of the Lost, has a brand new activity, new weapons, new stuff. Like, man, there's a decent amount of new content coming, all for free. That's the most important thing. Ashen Iron, like that exotic axe, you can get for free. If it was paid, I'd probably have more to criticize about it, but like for a free content edition, it seems pretty good. A lot of talk about changing the power progression, changing the leveling system, and then, like, right up the top it says faster leveling. Like, they want to have leveling faster, they want it to feel smoother, they want the endgame to be involved, they want to bring back ritual stuff. Like, a lot of the stuff that we asked for seems to be happening. Now, the problem is that, dude, they're literally undoing nerfs they announced a week ago. We're not nerfing strongholds. They did that next week. Get this nerd off my screen. Get this complete nerd off my screen. Okay. I love tactics. Lot of changes there. But again, my concern is, like, they're undoing stuff they literally just announced. We are talking a week ago. So, who is making these decisions to do these nerfs that are just going to be reversed in a week? Like, are they just flying by the seat of their pants, randomly doing this stuff? Right? Like, that is the big concern. It just seems like we're announcing stuff, we're undoing it. We're nerfing, we're unnerfing. It's like, have a more cohesive vision, and if you are so unsure about these announced nerfs that with some community pushback you're undoing them, stop doing them in the first place. And they kind of did say we're putting the unessential changes on the back burner. Okay, cool, definitely fine, but again, it's like, why are we doing this in the first place? That's a big concern. I want a more cohesive vision. I'm okay with the nerf. Like, if you have, like, we need to nerf this because this, and this is what we envision the meta to be, I actually prefer that more than like the wishy-washy, like we'll nerf this, never mind. We'll nerf this, never mind. We'll do this, never mind. Like, why are you doing it in the first place? Have a cohesive vision of what you want things to be. But with that being said, again, a lot of stuff in Renegades looks extremely cool, and I think Ashen Island has a bit
All right,
more
next
content and cool stuff than people.
next one is Cosmodrome.
The fact that we're getting this insane exotic axe, people thought it was going to be a relic and then you just pick up at the activity. That's pretty sick. Hopefully this activity plays well. We're going to see in now o'clock. Guys, this is going on YouTube, so that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you didn't,
Future Impossible, Lenovo Legion.
Okay, so once you've just added a new Taken shader into the Eververse, if you head over, you can see this skimmer bundle which costs 2,000 silver, and it's called Nothing Given. It is Taken-ish. The best way I can explain it is that it has the Taken outline, not exactly the gradients we are looking for. And the reason why I'm not doing my usual shader showcase is because this shader quite simply looks the exact same on everything. Like, I haven't found anything particularly unique to combine it with. Everything just has this
I think the Taken armor looks a lot better than the shader itself.
bookshelves, weapons. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you all think of the new Taken shader in the comments below, and do you think it's better than Umbral Rumble? Also make sure to keep an eye on the channel because I will be making videos on the new Taken armor sets, and trust me, you are not going to want to miss that video because these sets are way more unique than you think.
Find it? Yeah, there's no guide on it yet. Yeah. Nice. Is that a no turn back zone? Hmm. Okay. I wonder what all that translates to. I'm being punished. Maybe that's what the code means. I don't know. I'm going to screenshot it for later, I guess. Damn it, you used to climb up on these things, but now you can't. I'm starting to get tired. I don't know. I woke up at like 10:30 to watch the live stream and then stayed up until, yeah. So after this, I might call it, and then if you still want to do stuff together when I'm back on, in like a few hours or so, I'll restart the stream and we'll get some stuff done. Yeah, you can't do that anymore. Damn it! Because like the screen like glitches or something. Now I'm not having any issues. It's weird. Pokemon ZA comes out next month. I'll have to get a... do you have a Switch 1? Yeah, it might work on the Switch 1. I'm not gonna get a Switch 2, mainly just because I don't see the point. They make it sound like a waste of money. Mega Victory Bell is like, why? Why does it exist? Why does it look like that? Although Mega Chandelure actually looks really cool. Yep. Yeah, it's weird. It looks weird. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. But Mega Halucha is also really interesting. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Though I don't know exactly why we needed one, though. Because Halucha doesn't take... So, like, the whole thing with, like, Megas is that they take the final stage of a Pokemon, like Gardevoir, for example, and they make it look cooler because it's, like, the final stage, you know? But with Halucha, it never evolves at all. So it's like, does it... And yet it was still given an evolution or a mega evolution anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it still works. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop off for a bit, take a nap, tired. I will see you... Yeah, I will see you all in the next stream. I'll be live later today.